Hey guys, so my question is, what's the worst part about sex that you don't like?
Having to do the work.
Oh yeah, you're lazy as hell.
So lazy. I really am. I don't want to get on top. I don't want to overexert myself. It's always me doing you a favor if I do. I just want to lay down and enjoy it. Like, don't even make me talk to you. I don't even have to look at you.
Actually, I kind of agree.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then you can focus on the feeling and the sensation. Otherwise, you're distracting me.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm tired, it's. I just want to lie there.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
And it's nice and you get to enjoy it. It's like a day at the spa with a penis.
What happened to Carlos, Richie?
Carlos left us for bad friends.
He did.
Bobby Lee's more important than us.
Guys, it's all right. You got me. So
We love you.
I'm your sub-in Carlos.
Oh, can I say the why'd you get implants one?
Right here.
Yeah.
I can't see shit. I'm blind.
Why'd you choose to get implants? Why'd you stop doing mainstream porn right after? I decided to get implants for a few reasons. I kind of always thought I would. When I was younger, I just thought I'd wait. But you know what is actually kind of sad is when I was 20, let's see, I think I was maybe 27 when I got them. I was already preparing for my MILF stage in porn. I thought I was old and wanted to start transitioning to MILF.
At 27?
Yes. Isn't that nuts?
That is nuts.
That's so sad, isn't it?
Yes.
I was like, I'm 27 now. I'm old. It's downhill from here. We're gonna go into our MILF phase.
Did you feel pressure from the industry to move into that?
I didn't, but I will say this. Obviously, it was my decision, but something that was a really big trigger at the time. My ex-boyfriend who I was dating, he was my main photographer, and he would always, pretty much he was the only one who shot me. He would only shoot me from the back. And I would turn around and I'd say, hey, like, what's wrong with the front? He's like, well, you just look better. You just look better this way. So I would only get butt shots for about 2 years. And
Wait,
it really
what?
it really harmed my self-confidence at the time. So my mentality going into the boob job was I want my breast in the front to be as impressive as the back. I know.
That is traumatic.
I know. It sucks. And because I'm such an introverted person, when I spend time with somebody and I'm in a relationship, I don't get a ton of influence from other people. So what they say and what they do, unfortunately, affects me dramatically because they're pretty much my whole world.
How long were you with this guy for?
3 years, I think.
He actually said that to you look better from the back?
Consistently. He would only want to shoot me from the back. I'd literally start trying to do fun little poses from the front and he'd say, yeah, turn around. It's just going to look better.
Oh, my kind of crazy could not handle that.
So it's one of those things. I know, it sucks, but it's one of those things where I think that we all do things with our partners that we don't realize is instilling little traumas here and there. It wasn't on purpose, but it did obviously affect me to the point where I went and got surgery. It was a main factor.
A guy told me I had my taste in TV shows was trash, and I didn't talk to him for like a week. If that was said to me, I would burn a man's house down.
Really?
Just for legal reasons, I'm joking. But really, I would.
Yeah.
You know that scene in What Happens in Vegas where the guy opens the door at the end and she punches him in the nuts?
I fucking
and she goes,
love that
you
scene.
know what that was for?
Yes, I love that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes
I'm
ever.
going to need your ex-boyfriend's contact details and address.
We're just going to show up and punch him.
Photo.
You know why.
That is justified. I want to punch that guy so hard in the nuts for you right now.
I appreciate
Fuck
that.
that guy.
He deserves it. He does deserve it.
You look good from the back and the front.
Thank you. I appreciate that. If I'm being honest too, I've never been super confident about my body. I've always been really confident about my face and I've been confident about my ass, but I've never been just confident about my body in general because I've always been a little more on the curvy side. So it's always been a huge, how I've been naked so much. I don't know. Because I've had some real body image issues over the past.
That's so interesting because you would be the dream girl and like fantasy for so many men and women. But did you feel insecure or self-conscious while you were naked shooting?
Yeah, a lot of the time I would, for sure. When I first started filming, when I first got in the industry, I actually was bulimic, which I don't know if I talked about, but I was bulimic for, let's see, I got into the industry at 19. I was bulimic for maybe 2 years, and I was anorexic for maybe 6 or 7 years before that. I became anorexic when I was 13. I went from 120 pounds down to 90 pounds. And when I would eat food that, and this is a long time ago, I'm not like that. Clearly, I'm a healthy girl. But when I would eat food at that age that I didn't want to eat, so say I had sweets or something like that, I would stay up at night hugging my stomach and crying. I felt so guilty. It was really bad.
When you were younger?
When I was 13, 14,
What do you think that came from?
I have one memory. So my older sister, she was 8 years older than me, stunningly beautiful. We shared a room together, and we used to do abs, and she would cut out pictures of models and tape them on the dresser, and we would do the abs in front of them. So it's just things like that, I think. I was just comparing myself a lot to women that I didn't look like and shouldn't look like at 13 or 14. I love you.
I love you.
Like, I feel this.
I'm listening. I'm actively responding. You get my head in on.
Here's the blueprint of like when you talk to like a boyfriend or a guy friend. This is a validation we want.
Thanks, guys. Now I feel validated.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But you know what I always think about? I could not be 13 or a teenage now because I remember getting Victoria's Secret catalogs in the mail or watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show once a year, and you're like looking at your 13-year-old body being like, I'm never going to look like this, or 15, whatever it is. But that would be once a year on, a televised event, or the catalogs would come, or you would get, a fashion magazine. That's it. And then you go back to your regular life. It's not in your face. Now every time you pick up your phone, there are women who either look like that or they're photoshopped and edited to pretend to look like that, and you can't escape it. You can't go on Instagram even when you're not searching for it, even when you're not trying to, it just comes up.
It's everywhere.
And TikTok as well. And we're at the age where our frontal lobe is developed, and we are able to better process that information and, realize that's not reality. But being a 13-year-old or a teenager in your formative years, dealing with that right now, I don't know how this generation is surviving.